Yo, what is going on, guys? At WTF, and today I'm going to be showing you guys Pokemon that exist in real life, that they're actually in real life, they're not fake. So obviously, before I get started with the video, I'm doing a giveaway. Make sure to check it out by checking the link in the description. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and also subscribe and leave a comment. I think I said that, but here is the top bunch of Pokemon. I don't know how many exactly I have, but this is just a bunch of Pokemon that exist in real life. So the first one is the Pidgey, and he looks like identical to the Cedar Waxwing. I'm sorry if I mispronounced like a bunch of Pokemon names, it's just my bad. He does look like him with the colors, a little bit of yellow on his chest, and his little mohawk that he has looks almost the same as well. It's going up, and his sharp tail as well. So the next one is the Pikachu and the Pika Mouse. It is literally named the Pika Mouse because I think they took the idea from that into Pokemon and made it a Pikachu. So the Pika Mouse has I think the same ears. It has ears obviously, and a tail. I think I don't see the tail on there, and they just look pretty identical with the name as well as the look of it a little bit. So let's go ahead and go to the next Pokemon. The next one we have is the Slowpoke and the Hippopotamus. Now these look very identical because hippopotamuses are pink and the Slowpoke is pink as well, and his mouth as well as it looks like a hippo. So his ears are small as well, which makes him also look like more like a hippo, and his short feet as well. So I think in Pokemon, Slowpoke is obviously slow. Same with the hippos, they are slow as well, and they're really fat. So no offense, Slowpoke, but you are fat. So let's go ahead to the next Pokemon here. We have the Charmander and the Eastern Newt. They are both orange.
No shit.
And I don't think the evolved forms have a real life with them because they look completely different. Like the Charmander is like a dragon Charizard, and I don't think there's dragons in real life. So as you can see here, they have a nice little tail there. Their head looks the same a little bit. I think their chest is maybe a little bit brighter, just like the Charmander, but I'm not sure if the Eastern Newt is like brighter chest on there. So the next one is the Diglett, a massive Australian earthworm that looks nasty, but I don't know if that's a piece of crap or a worm. So there's the Diglett right there. They're both the same color. They don't have eyes or a nose, which would be kind of weird if that was in real life, but there it is, and it's also in the ground. Same with the Diglett, it goes out of the ground obviously. So let's go ahead to the next one. It is the Seeking and the Calico Ruikin Goldfish. Okay, so they both look identical with the colors because it's red, and the Seeking is kind of pinkish, but it's still red. The big eyes that they have and a bunch of spots on their tails, as well as the fins. It doesn't have a horn. That would be kind of weird if a fish in real life had a big ass horn on it. So the fins look kind of identical as well, but these goldfish ones are a little bit darker. Let's go to the next Pokemon here. We have the Eevee and the Chihuahua dog. Now, I'm not a fan of Chihuahuas, but they also look identical with the ears. They're nice and pointy. The tail isn't as fluffy as the Eevee's is, but these colors are the same, and it doesn't have like that thing on its chest like fluffy as hell. But the Chihuahuas are way more skinnier than the Eevee. They're not calling the Eevee fat, but they do kind of look identical because I think the Eevee might be a dog. I'm not sure. So head to the next Pokemon here. We have the Squirtle and the Sea Turtle. Now obviously the Squirtle is a turtle because of the thing on the back. I don't know what I forgot. I can't think of it. But yeah, it does look like a sea turtle because it obviously a water Pokemon. It goes underwater. Same with the Sea Turtle. And it doesn't have fins like the Sea Turtle does, but it does have arms and a tail. I can't see the tail on the Sea Turtle, but it's probably there just hidden and I can't see it. So, and the Squirtle's a lot cuter than the Sea Turtle because those look scary. But let's go to the next one here. It's the Caterpie, and guess what the Pokemon that it's identical to looks like? Oh, it's a caterpillar, obviously. So there it is, as the nice pointy things. They are red on the Caterpie and they are orange on the Caterpillar. And yeah, so the eyes do look very identical honestly, and just the look of it looks almost identical to the Caterpie in Pokemon Go. So those are the colors match as well, and a bunch of other unique little things that just make it match. So let's go ahead into the next one here. We have the Moltres, a legendary bird Pokemon. Didn't see that one coming, did you now? And it matches the Wazich Mirach. Okay, it matches with the wings because they are nice and red, and the tail because it's nice and just like spread out. It's loose. There's a lot of like loose parts on it. Same with the beak. It's nice, long and sharp. and just the colors, the white, the yellow, the red. There's no black on the Moltres, but it just looks pretty identical to the Moltres, the Syndra Wallix, whatever. Let's go to the next one here, and as obviously you can tell that the Executor looks exactly like a palm tree, except the coconuts have heads and a face. So and the tree has legs, and it's a lot thicker, but it's basically a palm tree, but just a Pokemon version remake of it. So you can tell by the leaves that it has, they're nice and pointy. Same with the coconuts. Instead of the coconuts, it's just like their heads. And yeah, so let's go into the next one here. The next one is the Bellsprout, and it looks like the Chinese lantern lily, so it kind of does. And it also looks like another one. I think that will be later in the video, but they do look the same by the hole right in the middle there. They're both plants, and same in Pokemon Go, it's a plant type Pokemon. They don't have the leaves that the Bellsprout has, but the Chinese lantern lily has the same colors, and it doesn't have lips like the Bellsprout does, because that looks kind of weird. Let's go to the next one here. The next one is the Beedrill. So obviously, if you couldn't tell, it's a bee, and that looks scary as hell. The Asian giant hornet, that just looks so scary. Wow, I wouldn't want to mess with that thing, but you obviously can tell that the stripes that it has, the black stripes, and the wings, obviously it doesn't have arms like that, like the triangle arms like the Beedrill has, but that just looks even scarier. So yeah, it basically looks like a bee. It does have red eyes, and the hornet does not have red eyes, so that's the only difference I can tell so far by both the Pokemon. So let's head to the next one here. The next one is the Mew, another legendary Pokemon. It matches the kangaroo rat by the feet because they're nice and long and they bend. Same with the Mew, and it also has a long ass tail, and it has nice small ears, 2 eyes obviously, and hands. They are so short. It looks like a T-Rex, but not really, because T-Rex are a lot bigger. So yeah, there's the next Pokemon there. The eyes are dark, but the Mew's eyes are a little bit brighter there, so they just literally redesigned it a little bit to make it look like a Pokemon, not like a freaking kangaroo rat. So let's head to the next one here. We have the Poliwag, and it kind of grosses me out. The translucent tadpoles, you can see their intestines go in a spiral. Same with the Poliwag, their chest is a nice spiral there, and as you can see by the Poliwag's tail, it just makes it look more like a tadpole. So the tadpoles as well have nice little tails going there. I'm not a fan of the Poliwag there, because the spirals on the tadpoles just gross me out a little bit. And as you can see, the mouths as well match it. So next one is the Magikarp yellow rockfish. That looks very big. It's a lot bigger than the Magikarp, obviously, so you can tell that they're really identical because of the colors, the big ass mouth. It does not have whiskers like the Magikarp does, but it does look kind of identical with the colors and the eyeballs. They're nice and big, and it never closes its mouth probably. So the fins are white on the Magikarp, but you know, it's whatever. Next one is the Metapod. It looks like the Pyrrhus rapepupa. Okay, good name, good old name there. So as you can see right there, it has no eyes, but it does look really close to the Metapod because of the color. There's the overall shape of it, like the tail that it has. Not sure if that's a tail, but it does look fairly similar to the Metapod there. So let's head to the next one here. The next one is the Raticate. It looks like a Hazel's dormant mouse. So the tail looks exactly like it. The big ass, no, actually not the teeth. The ears look kind of identical. Same with the whiskers. Their small hands and feet, and their tail. I think I stated that previously. So let's go ahead to the next Pokemon here. The next one is the Rattata. So that's a not evolved version of the Raticate. So it looks literally like a rat. Like probably one of the worst Pokemon is the Rattata in my opinion, but it is purple, and the rat, not a mouse, it is gray. So yeah, they just look exactly the same. So let's head to the next one here, last one here. Let's see what it's going to be. It is the Victory Bell. It actually looks really similar to the pitcher plant because of the mouth that it has. There's a leaf that closes its mouth, and same with the pitcher plant, and same with the tail. The tail has a leaf on it, and same with the Victory Bell. It kind of has a small tail going there. You can't really tell, but it does have a little tail right there. It does not have any arms as leaves and no eyes, obviously. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and also comment and subscribe. Most important, just subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the video. And yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
I am that nigga that never need nobody. I don't need nobody's help. Niggas can't pop on their own. They know I can get it myself. I am the man of the match. I am the one with the belt.